one host.
Yeah, everyone outside today.
Ever since I could remember, the pursuit of expression has always lived within me. I was shy, distant, careful, and carried emotions that often felt too heavy for words. Drawing, sketching, and creating became my escape. As I grew older, writing became the listener I needed most. Music and dance allowed me to wear confidence while giving me permission to pour out the parts of myself that were gentle, uncertain, and vulnerable. For a long time, I thought of myself as a Renaissance artist because I could never confine myself to a single lane of creativity. But life has a way of interrupting even our deepest passions.
Matt Campagnon, located at 18 Maple Ave in Barrington. Roots Barbershop. Been open about 6 years now. To be honest with you, your husband. A lot of people say that their career, that they chose it. Sometimes I don't know if that's the case. Years ago, I used to always be able to draw when I was younger. And one day, Casey had a basketball game, and he was like, "Oh, I want to do something crazy with my hair for the basketball game. It's what do they call it? Like a pep rally, you know." And he's like, "You're really good at drawing. Can you put my number in the back of my head?" I'm like, I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know how to do that. This isn't drawing on paper, you know what I mean? And he had this little razor. He's like, "Just do it." So I was like, "All right, whatever." I did it. We went to school, and everyone's like, "Wow, who did that? That looks great." And then like the next day, people are like, "Oh, you starting to cut hair now?" I'm like, no, like that's not what I do. Casey just asked me to do it, and then it kind of just spiraled from there. Like, I would go get a haircut, and I'd ask the barber, like, "Hey, how do you do that?" And then Casey and a couple other buddies would let me practice. Like, they didn't care. They always buzzed their hair, and they just didn't care. And I just started doing it, and it got better, and momentum picked up, and then I kept running with it.
So, what age was that?
8th grade.
8th grade.
So 13, 14.
That's amazing.
When it really started, like the first start of it. And then when it really got picking up, it was probably junior, senior year of high school. I would go home and I'd have like a line out my house in my garage. Like, my parents were like, "What are you doing?" You know, I'm like, "Well, it's making me money. I'm charging like, $5, $10 a haircut." And that was it. I just kept going. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So I did this through college. There's a couple ways to do it, just real quick. You can either go to school, you can get like a certificate, 10 months, go to school for it, or you can do an apprenticeship, which I did for 2 years while I was in college. So I would work full time at the barbershop, get my hours, and then after 2 years, I took the same test that anyone else would take going into barber school, which is like a written test and an actual haircut and shave. And then I did that full time while I was in college. Once I finished college, I decided to kind of get into what I went to school for, which is business and management economics. I worked at CVS, big company, and I was in finance for a while. I had a little kid and my wife and everything, and like my daughter, and we needed healthcare and we needed a bunch of things. It was tough to take that gamble to, start a job so young without like any benefits. It's hard with like barbering, as anyone will tell you, that there's no benefits really to it. Like, you're your own boss. You don't get time off unless you take it. You don't get benefits. There's no health care, retirement, etc. So I did that for about 9 years. I was in the corporate world. It was great. It was fine for a lot of people. It just wasn't my thing. I knew at the end game it wasn't going to be forever for me. And then fast forward, COVID, just around the time COVID had happened, I was just kind of done doing the office thing. It wasn't my thing, sitting in an office all day, which is, you know, some people love it. It just wasn't me. I like to interact with people. It was kind of just sitting on the computer all day, and it wasn't for me. And ironically, when COVID happened, they sent everybody home. We were working from home, and this building became available at the time. And I drove by it. It said for rent. And it was like this perfect little spot in the town that I grew up in, which I always wanted to open up a barbershop. So I said, you know what? Like, I'm just going to make the gamble now. Like, the world was crazy at that time. There was so much uncertainty. No one knew what was going on. I was like, I could lose my job tomorrow. It is what it is. My wife had a great job. We had health insurance at that point through her, actually, so it made sense to do it. And I took the gamble and started with 2 of us. Now we went to 3. Now we have 4 barbers and looking for a 5th. So I would say it worked out, hopefully.
Yeah, help wanted.
That's it, always. It's tough to find good help these days. Like I said, ironically, we got sent home. I was working from home at CVS. Still thinking of leaving, but I had found the place. I had signed the lease, and then at that time, the country had gotten shut down, and well, the world, I should say, got shut down basically. And they were like, health department was like, nothing can open right now. No barbershops, no, you know, nothing. We're closing everything down. And I was like, I was weeks away from opening. I was going to put my 2 weeks in at CVS. I'm like, I'm working from home. I'm like, I can't leave my job right now. So it all worked out really, because I worked from home for like 3 or 4 months until basically everything opened back up in June. But I was literally 2 days away from putting in my 2 weeks at my job at CVS and leaving. And I ended up just staying until I could open up. So I had the shop ready for like 3 months. I was building it out. I was working at home, staying late nights to get it done, weekends, and it was ready to go by, you know, end of March. And it just sat there until June. I paid rent, and I waited basically for the world to start up again. And I mean, that was I would say a good 3 months of just the longest wait ever. The good part about it was everyone was probably like, oh, you know, was it hard getting going when you opened up? Luckily, since people couldn't get a haircut for 4 months, it was so busy when we opened up. Like, we had 2 of us, and we're like getting call after call, like. And the only other barbershop in Barrington at the time were 2 older guys. When COVID happened, they actually retired. So they shut the barbershop down. So there was no shop in town. And it just happened to work out time-wise. Everything was timing. We opened up off the gate, just crazy busy. And it's pretty much kept just rolling like that. The momentum kept building and building. And here we are about 6 years later, and it's grown. I mean, totally grown, and it keeps growing every day. So timing's everything, but it definitely, that's what happened in that time frame. Oh man, that's a good one. I don't know. To be honest with you, I mean, everything to me is about consistency. And that just goes, and it has nothing to do with just like opening a barbershop. Tell my younger self that it's just like any job you do, anything. You don't have to be the best at it. You know, obviously don't want to be the worst, but as long as you put out good product consistently and keep grinding and doing everything you do every day, if you want something, it's going to happen. So I would have told myself, like, just keep doing what you're doing, keep staying consistent, practice, and it will eventually pay off. And I mean, kind of proof of that. I think there's always challenges with anything you do. I'm kind of at the point right now with my kids that they're a little on the older side when I started doing this. So they're somewhat a little more independent, especially, you know, my oldest is 17. He kind of does his own thing. So it's not like, I don't know how it would be if I had 2 little kids at this time opening up, but, you know, even my daughter, who's going to be 12, I mean, she's a little more independent at her age. So it's not like I have to worry too much about doing things. And to be honest with you, my wife does a lot too. So I wouldn't be able to probably do it without her. And it's just a balance. Everything's a balance. To be honest with you, I know people like think when you open a business, I gotta work 70 hours a week, 60 hours, you gotta go, and I gotta days, nights. You have to have a balance. Like, I don't care, like, you wanna be busy, but like, it shouldn't just be about that. Because honestly, that's the problem where if I was working here 60 to 70 hours a week all the time, my home life is gonna change. You know, I'm not gonna be around for my kids after school. I'm not gonna be around for sports. I'm gonna obsess over making money. That's great. Money's great, but it's not everything. You have to have everything's balance. That's consistency and balance is everything. So I just, I'm out of here. Like I say, 5 o'clock's my last haircut at night. I've been doing it long enough where I have consistent clientele. I tell them, like, I have kids and a family. Like, I'm not gonna work until 8 or 9 anymore. I don't need to. It's not everything. So I guess balance is, you gotta have a balance.
Barber is that 70 years old. Tell the stories.
I hope not. I don't know how I'm gonna make it that long. My back will be killing me by then. But this is a tough job for standing all day. But I don't know. I don't have that future answer. I get that a lot from people. Like, what's your next step? Do you think you'll open another shop, or do you want to do this for 30 more years, or what do you want to do? I think we focus on the future so much. Like, I'm in the now, right? Like, right now, I'm just trying to keep this going, consistent, staying busy. To be honest with you, I got 3 other guys that work for me. They all have families and kids. I like to know the fact that that they're busy to provide for their family. That makes more sense to me right now than it does what I'm going to do when I'm 70. I mean, who knows what's going to happen when I'm 70? You know what I mean? If I had to say, yeah, it'd be great to do this. Do I want to do this full time till I'm 70? Probably not. I'll in some shape or form have some type of involvement in it, but I don't know if that's something I'm going to do consistently for the next 30 years, like doing this full time. I mean, I would love to branch out to other things, whether that be even maybe like some type of academic thing, like whether I did a barber school. That's always been something that's been on my mind. Kind of branching off, doing different things, some type of even traveling around, teaching other people different stuff, going to shops, consulting type things like that. But just the cutting part for 30 years, I don't know. I really don't. But right now, I like to just know that we're building everything. With the guys that are in here, they can provide for their families, and we're staying busy. So, yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, I can give credit to a good 4 people that probably consistently came back, and it took me a while to figure it out to actually give them a good haircut. I mean, they're I guess when you're 14, 15, 16, you're not like super worried about, I don't know. I mean, like I said, your husband always at that time had his hair super short. If I messed up, they would just buzz it off. It wasn't like a big deal. So that probably made it a lot easier. But they consistently kept coming back until I figured it out. And then they consistently kept coming. And now I cut their kids' hair, a lot of them. They bring their sons to me. So it's kind of just passed it on. A lot of people always ask like where roots came from. Like, what's the name? It's kind of just like roots of the community. Like, I grew up here, my friends are here, my family, my mom grew up here. We all grew up here, and like I'm trying to keep that in the town community base. Like, my friends now can bring their families in, and hopefully that extends to the next generation of kids. Like, we're building like a foundation and roots in my own town. So that's kind of where the name always originated from. But I was trying to keep something that meant something to me, at least. My saying is, and it drives my wife nuts, I know this, but like, anything's possible. I don't care what, like, it's how much work you want to put in. Like, I don't care what you want to do, like, and there's no age limit. I think we all set an age limit, like, oh, too old, that's bold, that's not a thing. I don't care if you're 70. If you want to start something new, start it, because you can live to your 90, and that's 20 years of doing something you don't like doing. So, not as reserved as most people think. I tend to be like super, what's the word I'm looking for? Professional, and I try to be a lot of the times like, very, responsible, I guess is the word, which I am, so I'm not going to pretend that I'm not. You know, we have different faces. Everybody, you act different around different people. And in here, I try and be super professional. Even like the music's always the same. I get people always complain, God, you hear the same music again, but I'm like, it's consistency. I know what's going to come on. I know there's no, profanity, and I know there's nothing that like a mom and dad, when their kids can come in here and they're not going to want to walk out from it. So it's, so I am professional here in general, but when I'm by myself, when it's me, I'm pretty funny. I think I'm funny. I'm pretty easygoing, but that's about it.
Thank you so much for
Right.
you.
Thank you.
Shout out anybody or anything?
Yeah, obviously, of course, my family, my wife and kids, but honestly, one of my best friends, your husband, Casey, basically for letting me do it, let me mess up on his head 100 times before I even probably got any part of it right. Also my buddy Kevin and Gary and Ricky, all the guys that still I see all the time, those four probably were the ones that got me started. And I don't know what would happen if I didn't have those guys to let me do that, because I probably wouldn't have, again, like I said, I wouldn't have kept going to my barber, asking questions and practicing over and over and over, trying to be as consistent as I can and doing it over again until I got it. Because without that, without practice, you're not learning anything. You're not going to get better at anything. So those four guys, definitely, thank you. So, that's it. All right.
As an artist myself, I spent much of my life searching for authenticity, trying to understand who I am beneath expectations, titles, fears, and survival. Maybe those questions don't belong to artists alone. Maybe they belong to all of us. Every conversation in this series reminded me that beneath our titles, our careers, our successes, and even our failures, we all long for the same thing: to be seen, to be understood, and to know that our lives have meaning. Perhaps that's where art begins. Not with a paintbrush, not with a camera, not with a song, but with the courage to tell the truth, and with someone willing to listen. So, can we talk?